Oh, sorry. Hold on just a second. I forgot to do something. Let me do it real quick. It's taking me a minute. Done this, but I guess I forgot to hit the last button. I do that a lot. Okay, I think we're set up now. I've been alright. How are you doing, dude? Had to run some errand stuff this week. Kept me sort of busy. But otherwise, I'm doing fine. Okay, there's OBS up now. Okay. Let's get started here. Oh. That's good, man. As long as you can still have fun with the game, that's all that matters. Seems like the last update was pretty good. That's what people seem to be saying. I mean, if nothing else, seems like they nailed that, so. Oh man. Hope I can have at least something resembling a decent run today. At least it's going out on a high note. As long as the servers are up. I got through that. Just need to knock out this 157 PB and then I can start seriously looking at what I want to do about this game. That sucks. Whatever. Anyway, if I were you, I'd just have fun playing the game and not worry about any of the surrounding stuff that much. The rate things are going right now, nobody's going to be playing games in 5 years. Whoosh. I don't know, I was kind of holding out hope that memory prices would start coming down at the end of this year, but then you got Microsoft saying now that they expect the price of memory to be 2.5 times higher next year at this time than it is right now. And if that's the case, like, if you're Sony or Microsoft, you'd have to be insane to release a new console next year. Unless you're perfectly content for it to fail. Now, the one caveat I'll make with regards to that is if the PS6 turned out just to be some kind of handheld that's more or less the our equivalent of the PS5, so it's basically a portable PS5, and they call it the PS6, which, I don't know, that's kind of a questionable decision on my part, but if we're not looking at like some kind of major power difference between the two consoles and it's just that, then maybe you can get away with releasing that, but with the way pricing is going right now, like trying to release a new console at over $1,000, I mean, you might as well not even bother. I mean, with the Destiny stuff, I mean, with what happened to Bungie this week. Sometimes things are what they are, you know? Stupid rat. Yeah, I mean, the only thing with the Portal, though, is like you have to have a PS5, and you have to have an internet connection. Whereas, like with the Switch, you know, the Switch is its own self-contained system, and I think that the idea that this new PS6 is probably just going to be some form of Switch-like console is probably correct. Like, some of the comments that PlayStation's been making themselves, and I honestly, like, I didn't know it, but apparently the PlayStation Portal sold really well. Or at least it greatly exceeded whatever their expectations for were it. Did I say for were it? Were for it. And then when you combine that with just the fact that the Switch seems to have done well, yeah, I could see Sony kind of moving in that direction. And if nothing else, it'd be enough of a kind of a hardware upgrade or, you know, change to warrant a new machine. Or calling it a new machine, anyway. I mean, I could see Sony doing that, but... Personally, I think they ought to just go ahead and wait. I think even if it is that, like pricing it at over $1,000, I just don't think you're going to have many buyers past the first initial wave of the people that will buy anything and the scalpers. I think you'll find yourself kind of in a PS3 situation where the start looks really strong and then it peters out, and if you're not careful, this momentum alone will kill the console. Regardless of how good the product is. Like, I feel like that kind of happened with the Vita. The Vita was a good piece of hardware, and the people that had it really liked it, and there was a lot of good software for it, but it just never caught mass appeal, I think, because the launch was bad. That first impression never really was able to be shooken off. Yeah, like, I can see the advantage of something like the Portal. I mean, you're probably not wanting to play highly competitive FPSs on it that much, but... Otherwise, like, for, you know, general gaming purposes... Like, I think I talked about this before. When I went to New Zealand a couple years back, I used the feature on the PS5, the remote play feature. So from, like, thousands of miles away, thousands of kilometers away, I was playing the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles collection, and I figured that might not work very well. I figured the lag might kill me on that, but it really wasn't that bad. Like, the lag I didn't really notice caused any issues for me at all. I was kind of surprised, honestly. I think they may be doing stuff on the back end or to kind of do some of the game processing on the machine itself rather than, you know, just sending the signals back and forth. But regardless of what they're doing, it worked a lot better than I expected it to. But for any kind of game that doesn't require, you know, 1/10 of a second inputs or anything like that, I can imagine it being a more than satisfactory experience and very useful for some people. Damn it. Shot that arrow too early. We're just gonna keep going. Not that great of a time, but... just keep going. Like, honestly, I don't know exactly what the lag is on it. Like, I've never seen it posted anywhere. But I just know that it's not so bad that you can't play most games. I mean, part of the reason I didn't get a PlayStation Portal, like, I might have been interested in it, but the fact that you can just kind of, you know, simulate one with a smartphone and a controller, I was like, well, that's probably good enough for me, honestly. But I mean, if it were a portable self-contained console, I mean, yeah, I might have gotten that actually. Archer. Bullshit. Barely before 13 there. Whatever. Just gotta take what the game gives you sometimes. I don't know, like I think Sony right now is like it appears that behind the scenes they're still committed to 2027 for the PS6 launch, but I think they're just saying that just on the off chance that conditions end up at the point where they could launch it. But I think reality is probably going to force them to push it to 2028. I don't know though, but with as bad as console sales were this past May though, I don't know how they're going to react honestly. Thing is, like the price hikes have pretty much killed their sales across the board. Was it PlayStation was at a 25-year low, and then Xbox was at an all-time low. I don't know, like, it's like everybody forgot that $100 to $200 was the magic price for consoles to gain mass acceptance. Now they're headed in the entire opposite direction. It's almost like they think that maybe they can just cut off the vast majority of people and expect to live off the whales, but I think what they don't realize is that without anybody else there, the whales are probably going to disappear too. Can't believe it's just... What the hell is going on? Bleeding out time left and right on really weird mistakes. What? Why didn't it swing the sword? I can't believe how bad this thing is. It's mostly because of just like, I don't even understand. I don't know, like, their current leadership probably all needs to be fired, honestly, because most of Sony's problems right now are directly a result of their bad decisions regarding, well, pretty much damn near everything. Like, Sony hasn't made a good decision in a long time at this point. Like, Cerny's just about the only guy that's competently doing his job, and even then, like, I think that the direction he's taking the machine is a mistake. It is unbelievable how bad this has been. But I am almost dead is friggin' unbelievable. Come on! Jesus, what's wrong with the inputs on this today? What's gonna be after 18 after getting to this room? Holy shit. What the hell is going on? Jesus. What the hell is going on today? Destiny must not have been making that much money. I don't know how the game exactly was monetized, but it just must not have been bringing in that much revenue, despite the player base size. That's really the only thing that makes sense, because if it's overall a net positive, it doesn't make sense to just cut it unless, it's like a barely a net positive. You know, the opportunity cost thing where, if you're making 3% profit on something, I mean, yeah, you're making a profit, but you could have made more money if you just threw it into the stock market, like that kind of thing. That's about the only thing that makes sense, because otherwise, just throwing away revenue doesn't make any sense at all. It's not something you would do from a logical perspective, and not something you really could do from a fiduciary duty perspective. So I've got to guess that the game somehow, the revenue on the game must have been not commensurate to the size of the player base for some reason. That's really the only thing that makes sense. Because the thing is, with online games, it's good to have a good, player base size, but if everybody's playing for free and not spending any money, then obviously that's not sustainable regardless of the player base numbers. So makes me wonder what exactly they were or weren't making money on. Because, did the updates for Destiny cost money? Or were they all free? Was it a case where pretty much you just paid the upfront cost and then never paid anything after that? Unless it was cosmetic? Come on. The thing is, like, I know Destiny wasn't making the money at the time of the purchase to warrant what Sony paid for it. I mean, that was obvious and everybody knew it at the time. But it wasn't like they were making nothing. Like, how monetized is the game? Like, what kind of stuff do you buy from the game? Is it all cosmetics? Or is there other kind of stuff that you can buy? Like experience boost packs or stuff like that. Man, I don't guess there are mounts in Destiny. It doesn't seem like that kind of game. Come on. Getting back to what I'm doing here for a second. That land molus fight, you know, the first volley was kind of okay, and then after that it just kind of went to shit. Oh, come on. This is not a good time at all. 601. It's like, again, like I'm just... Like, I feel like I just get worse at the sewer every day. I don't understand why. I just almost never pick up time on that part. I'm always losing time there. This time I even had the rat go the good way for me. But I did the thing again where it's like I'm facing downward and I know I hit the B button to swing the sword and then it doesn't do anything. There must be something between some kind of difference between the DualSense controller and this SNES controller. Something about the feel of the buttons that's throwing me off. Okay, so they've got it extremely monetized then. Yeah, I got you. Don't worry, I've spent most of my life reading people's bad English. That kind of mistake is not very hard to decipher. Ganbarimasu. Hopefully we can have a good run in here somewhere today. That last one was not it, though. And this one is not looking good. Tried to give myself enough time today to get something. Here with 3.5 hours, I ought to be able to get 1 or 2 decent runs in there somewhere. It feels like not that long ago I could just get to the shovel game consistently. Now it feels like I never get there. I don't know, maybe I need to step back from this for a little bit. I've found that sometimes, like, when you're struggling with something, you just gotta put it down for a while and kind of forget it. And you come back at it with out some of the bad muscle memory and stuff built in, and you do better. Great time, but it's working. All right. Moderately better than last time. You know, kind of on that English thing there. The quality of people's English. I remember being back in high school and grading other students' work, and I was in the quote-unquote advanced class at the time. And I still remember even back then, like, how bad the average student was at putting together a coherent sentence. And then I've just watched that get worse over time. And then every now and then, you know, you'll see like somebody's letter written like the 1800s. And you realize just how far we've fallen. Yeah, I like to make fun of the Brits as much as any American, but it goes without it's without question that they are better at the English language than the Americans are, or at least they used to be. Like, I don't know, like lately it seems like a lot of British people are becoming Americanized in their English. People can't spell anymore. They don't understand grammar. Like, order within a sentence has just become a suggestion rather than a rule. And like, I could see this in like the Adventures of Elliot. Like, some of the ways that the words were ordered in that were just clearly non-standard, and I don't know whether it's because the person that was doing it didn't know any better, or what was going on, honestly. I mean, the thing is, like, one thing you'll learn from reading a lot of people's writing is people write the way they talk for the most part. And if you do that, and then you also don't really have a... Oh, God. Oh my God. What the hell happened? If you don't have a strong grasp of the language in the first place... Oh my God, I can't believe what I just did. 5 seconds for that stupid mistake. Like, there's just a lot more errors that are forgiven in spoken language rather than written. And so, you know, just being able to write isn't just, you know, putting down what you're thinking on the paper. You have to, you know, writing needs to be more organized. But either people aren't taught that anymore, or they just don't understand it. And like, if you want to see my point, just look at the average YouTube comment. Or Twitter post. X is never not going to be Twitter. It's going to be 40 years from now and people are still going to be calling it Twitter. I know one thing, if you want to learn proper English, like, I wouldn't read much modern stuff. Go back and read older literature. Hell, read Lord of the Rings. I've never read it, but just from the little bit of Tolkien's writing that I have seen, the man knew what he was doing. I mean, part of it, like, there is a point to be made that, like, the internet opening up the world to non-standard English speakers has caused some issues. But I don't know, like, I'd make the argument that the average Euro at this point is better at English than Americans. You gotta have standards for some stuff. Keep from hurting some people's feelings, like standards have been eroded. Everybody's the worse for it. The vast majority of people are going to do exactly what they can get away with. So when you lower standards, all you do is just make everything worse. I don't know, this isn't directed to you or anything, but it's kind of wild that how much I see on the internet that looks like somebody just posted something without even bothering to read it before they posted it. I mean, it's easy to do like the old man yelling at clouds things with this kind of stuff. I mean, a lot of the reason shit seems like it's falling apart is because this kind of stuff no longer gets properly taken care of anymore. Oh, okay, don't. Thank you. Ah. Long time since I got hit there. The honest truth is everybody's grammar is bad. Pretty much everyone's grammar is bad. It's just that most people just don't even know it. Like, my grammar is well on the good end, and I still make mistakes all the time. Like, there's just a lot of rules, especially with English. Like, there's a lot of rules that are kind of hard to keep up with, and what's even worse is that people don't actually speak like that anymore. So, I mean, there's an argument to be made. Well, if nobody actually speaks like that, maybe the grammar itself has changed, so it's not really incorrect. But, you know, sometimes those grammar rules existed for a reason. I mean, I've had Japanese teachers, Japanese English teachers point out mistakes in my English in the past, and they were right. And the thing is, like, I remember learning what they were pointing out at one point in school. It's just that, you know, nobody ever talks that way, and you just kind of forget about it at a certain point. You know, like a good example is, you know, ending sentences with a preposition. Everybody does it. It's grammatically incorrect, but nobody ever really points it out. I remember my first year of college, I had an English class, and I remember, like, we had to write our first paper, and the professor's telling us before we wrote it, it's like, you know, I'm going to let you get away with this making mistakes, and I'm going to be relatively lenient about it. But just know that if I wanted to fail you over grammar, I could fail every single person in this room. And he wasn't joking when he said that. What are you doing to me, dude? Oh. How much time did I lose? A lot. Oh my god, I lost a lot of time. Stupid jackass. 11 seconds lost because of that. That's all that last hit. That's pretty much that entire time loss is that last hit and him just running around and dodging me. This is, oh man, it's... He spends half the time charging at me, and then like the one time I want him to charge at me, and then I'll know I'm gonna go run over here and get into this crawl space where you can't do anything. It's unreal, this game sometimes. All I know is like that Adventures of Elliot localization just has me wondering who the hell did the localization for it, because like some of the word choices are really out there, and then sometimes like it looks like the person who did it isn't a native English speaker, and that is all over the place in that game. But one thing I will say is, like, when you're trying to determine if something's been written by a human or an AI, like, one of the more distinct markers is AI tends to be extremely verbose to the point of uselessness. Like, it throws more words in there than it needs to in most cases. Like a test I was helping make, like a Japanese guy tried to use AI to have it write one of the reading comprehension sections for it, and he showed it to me and asked me what I thought about it. And, like, that was some of the most obnoxious writing I've ever read in my life. It was just way too many adjectives. I mean, if you want to get good at writing, you know what you do? You just write. If you want to get good at speaking, you know what you do? You just go there and speak. Like, there is no substitution for, like, practical experience with most things. You can do all the studying in the world, but most of the time, the only way you're going to get better at something is to do it. Oh my god, this time is just fucking shit. Oh, everything about this pisses me off. Oh, well, whatever. Fuck. You wanna know what happened there? Oh, thanks for the follow. I didn't realize you weren't following. Either way, thank you. Anyway, what happened there? That was Adventures of Elliot, muscle memory. Sword was on the square button. And I hit Y. Whoops. Same thing with when I brought up the map earlier. The auxiliary weapon is on the triangle button on Adventures of Elliot, and I hit the X button here, and X button brings up the map on this. Oh, I was afraid of this happening. The games play similarly enough that I'm gonna make mistakes like that for a little while. Hold on, grab something, drink, I'll be back in like 20 seconds. I realize I need to hang up laundry too. I'll be back in a minute. Oh, like that mistake. That was entirely just trying to do it in a hurry, and then this muscle memory went to the wrong place because the games play so similar. I mean, it really was just that. It wasn't even close to an accident. Like, I just jammed the Y button there. A bit of a non sequitur, but so I bought some detergent from Costco the other day, and like lately, like the cost of like Japanese detergent's kind of gone up, and like what they had at Costco was really cheap. And it was like this American stuff. It was Arm & Hammer detergent with OxyClean in it, and you're like most of the Japanese detergents are, you know, somewhat scented or, you know, lightly scented. But then like I started using this, and man, that's strong. The smell. It's not like it's a bad smell. I mean, it smells like, you know, detergent. You know, that kind of, you know, mysterious, somewhat fruity smell that they put in a lot of detergents, but like I can smell it in my apartment. I guess it's better than it smelling, you know, like sweat or something like that. But I think I understand why maybe Japanese people weren't buying it very much. Like, Japanese people don't like strong smells. Just a small, the more you know. Like, most people over here don't wear, deodorant. But of course, like, most people over here don't really smell that much, even if they don't wear deodorant. Just a theory, but might have something to do with the fact that they have just less body hair, and thus I guess like less pheromones and hormones in general being excreted. But that is one of the things that you'll hear people that move to Japan complain about a lot, is that they can't find good deodorant over here. You know what Japanese people do like is like the body wipes. Like, a lot of people use those. Who are you talking about? The smelly people? Like, Japanese people bathe a lot. Like, bathing's a pretty big part of Japanese culture. I mean, there are people that don't bathe as much, but for the most part, it's just anecdotal from my experience. Like, if you're in this country, if somebody doesn't bathe, they're probably more likely to actually be a woman than a man. Like, I've met very few Japanese people where I was like, man, this person stinks. And the few I have met, it's usually not because of body odor, it's because of smoking. And since smoking got, like, a lot less popular over the last 2 decades, like, very rarely do I notice anybody's body odor over here anymore. Unless, like, you know, they've just been playing sports or something, you know? Although the vaping thing is starting to bring that back a little bit. Electronic cigarettes and all that. I was thinking maybe smoking was about to die out entirely over here and was happy about it, but then e-cigarettes kind of started picking up with a younger generation. Like, even in the US, the people I've met that smelled the worst were always smokers. Good Lord. There's this one guy I worked with when I was younger. I worked in a warehouse. And that man loved to smoke Marlboros. And if you want to know how many Marlboros that guy smoked, you know how, like, they give you points for buying stuff sometimes? You know, like, you get, like, the 1 point for, you know, like a carton of Marlboros or whatever. And then you can exchange those points for items. So, like, the most expensive item that Marlboro had on that list was, like, this leather Marlboro jacket. Like a, you know, like a Letterman jacket or whatever. Or varsity jacket. That guy had, like, 5 of them. And he, like, he was a truck driver, and so, like, you know, when you work on a truck, it's usually you and then an assistant, so, like, nobody wanted to work with this guy. But the people who did work with him, they tell about, like, what it was like working with him, and they'd be like, you know, while he's driving, what he would do is he'd have, in one hand, he'd have a cigarette that he'd bring up to his mouth, and in the other hand, he'd have another cigarette that he just kind of held there, and he'd just kind of switch between hands every now and then. Man was literally dual wielding cigarettes. Luckily, I never actually had to work with that guy. I don't know, I guess the guy who was in charge just kind of liked me, so he never put me with him. I mean, it's not like the guy was a bad guy or anything, but it's just... either that guy worked by himself, or... whoever got put with him complained a lot. I wonder if they ever banned smoking before that guy retired. The thing is, though, like, that guy smoked a lot, but he looked and he smelled like he smoked a lot. But yeah, like, smoking is just one of those things. Like, I've never done it, and I've never had an interest in doing it. I don't know if anybody that watches this or listens to this smokes or not, but You probably shouldn't. I know you probably like it a lot. But you probably shouldn't. You know, like, I grew up once all the anti-smoking stuff had gotten into education, and just like all the literature and all the pictures and everything, like, I just couldn't imagine doing it. And then, like, seeing people who did smoke and like how they smelled and how their teeth looked and everything, like, I was like, no, I don't think I want to be that person. And the thing is, like, you know, some people smoke and they live forever. But that was just never for me. And then, like, all the money you spend on it too. Like, that was the other thing. I looked at how much cigarettes cost and how much people who tended to smoke spent on it, and I was just like, oh no. I was about to sneeze there and I held it in. Oof. Oh, come on. At least they were kind enough to line up for me. Alright, please play nice. It's kind of been funny to watch funny and sad, I guess. I do kind of feel bad for them. Like, to watch what's happened to people who smoke in this country. Like, as it's slowly been pushed out of basically being impossible to do indoors. Like, at this point, like, there isn't a full restaurant ban in Japan yet on it, but, like, most places don't allow it in restaurants anymore. And then schools banned it for the staff, so you can't smoke in the schools anymore. And then most places, like, you're not supposed to smoke out on, like, the public streets, I don't think, either. Like, I'm not sure exactly what the law is there. And then at the station platforms, like, they've got these designated areas, like, way off at the end of the platform if you want to smoke. I mean, they've made it as inconvenient as possible. I remember, like, at school, like, there's only, like, a couple of people that smoked left. And so, like, you know, they have to go, like, searching for places that could smoke. And so, you know, like, they'd go walk, you know, a decent distance from the school and go smoke there. So, you know, the students couldn't see them smoking or anything like that. But then, like, you get the people that live in the neighborhood will call the school and complain about this teacher's, like, smoking on the street in front of their house or in front of their apartment building. It's just like, there's nowhere they can go at this point. I mean, they really stigmatize it pretty hard. Like, even if it's not criminal, it's just like, it's so frowned upon at this point. And honestly, like, one of the things that smokers did that didn't help themselves was just throwing away cigarette butts everywhere. I'm not going to say you don't see that anymore, but, like, there's a lot less of that now than there used to be. And it is nice. And if there's one thing most people living in Western society can agree upon, it's like they don't like seeing trash everywhere. Threw in that Western society qualifier because, well, not everybody agrees with that. Not liking to see trash everywhere. Some places just think trash is somebody else's problem. You know, one of the things that really kind of threw me for a loop when I first came over here, it wasn't the first time, it was the second time. The first time I came over here, it wasn't the case yet, but like there was a terror incident. I think it was 9/11 that caused them to change it. But they got rid of all the public trash cans. So like out on the street in Japan, like there's nowhere to throw away trash. There's no street trash cans anywhere in Japan at this point. So like that really kind of threw me because like I was just so used to, you know, like in the US, like it's not like they're everywhere, but you know, when you want to throw away something, like usually somewhere there's a trash can. Like over here though, like you really got to be prepared to take your trash home and throw it away on your own. Like that was a bit of an adjustment. It really makes you think about like what you carry on you that is necessary. Wow, I got that right. Holy shit. Maybe onto something here, guys. On you with arrows. Ah. All right. This time we've actually got something kind of decent. Back on the smoking thing for a second, but like one of the things that kind of teaches you just how like bad the air from smoking is for you, that you might not think about. If you ever see like a console that was owned by a smoker, and then you open it up and look inside, that might give you second thoughts about smoking. Like, it really dirties up the inside of a game console over time. Like, a lot of resellers won't take them, specifically just because the effort that's required to get rid of the smell and the dirt off of them is just as worth it. This is just kind of a random thought with regards to smoking, though. I wonder what it is about smoking that makes it seem cool. And like what I mean by that is just like, I don't know, it's like the cigarette hanging from the person's mouth, or like the motion of it or something like that. There's something about it that seems to resonate with people at some kind of instinctual level. Like I refuse to believe it's all marketing. I just kind of wonder what it is. Come on, man. Oh my god, come on. Oh, man, this game just can't give me fucking anything lately. Finally got something decent. Oh yeah, let's just ruin it with stones. Jesus. You better not bug me. Alright. Oh, I've got just enough here to where if this isn't too bad, I can make it. Leave me alone. Oh, God! Unbelievable. Oh man, this game's something else sometimes. Please leave me alone, thank you. You guys too. Oh Lord, I hope you guys drop a heart. Not you guys, like you up there in the upper left. Give a brother a break. Nope. And the room took way too long. Oh boy. These mini Moldorms are going to kill me. How much you want to bet one of these things is going to kill me? Oh, nope, I made it. Oh, that was a break. Oh, thank God. Hey, a little bit of luck. My sarcasm broke the game. Okay. Play nice. Ah, that's bad. Oof. Can't believe that worked. Going to be time neutral, more or less. I lost time. Yeah, there's no way I wasn't going to lose time with all that damage I took from those stupid rocks. It was unbelievable. Oh, plus side is there's time to be picked up on this split here. Assuming a Ganon plays nice. That's a big assumption these days. Way early. I guess my counting's been getting a little bit fast recently. Stop. Yeah, speaking of people accidentally ingesting stuff in their bodies, I wonder how much microplastic I have in my body. I can't wait until they make that test. I wonder if one day in the future there's going to be a day when people are suing all the plastic makers. All right. Yeah, I could totally see the argument that people inhale inadvertently a lot of plastic on a daily basis. Because if you've ever seen a shopping bag, like a plastic shopping bag, break down, like you notice just like how it kind of gets into like smaller and smaller pieces, but it doesn't really, you know, like turn into anything different. It just is. What the? That's too high. Damn it. Oh man, just can't let well enough alone. It's a really weird mistake for me to make there. I imagine soft shopping bags contribute a lot to whatever microplastic ingestion there may be going on a daily basis. What? It happened again there where it's like I press the swing button and then nothing happens. It's happened 3 times today. I don't get it. I don't know. All right, Ganem. What are you gonna give me? Of course. Off to a flying start. All right, need one more. Come on. What are you gonna do? Of course. Is it gonna be a 3? Are you gonna be nice? Of course not. Ah. Maybe about 10 seconds up, maybe. Something like that. Just how it goes, I suppose. Nope, not even 10 seconds. How much is it? 5 seconds. So I only picked up 1 second there. That's not very good. That means I must have a really good power of Ganem on that PB. Huh. First bonk today. Very unexpected way. Unexpected place. Oh, there's two. And then I screwed it up and took damage. Oh. A lot of silly little mistakes here that are going to cost me. Oh, damn it. I'm gonna lose so much time on this split. lose so much time on the split. Like 39:22 is a pretty bad time to be going down these stairs. Like I can quite often be down in even before 39. It's not good. It's going real good right until that last hurdle. You notice it didn't count my spin slash there, even though I hit him. I don't know what does that. I'm gonna be like 10 seconds behind. I lost like 15 seconds on this split. That's pretty bad. Jesus, that's bad. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to get to dig holes. It's been a long time since I've gotten to dig holes, almost a week. Hard as that is to believe. Oh. Too many bongs. Oh, let's not mess this up either. Hitting the mirror a little bit too low on the map and not getting the quick warp. All right. Not a very good time here. But You know what? If the shovel game's a 1, I still got something. All right, oops. That goal split doesn't mean anything. At least I don't think it does. It's the first time I've ever split there. That's that's a new split. I didn't have a split at that point before. What am I doing? Why would I do that? Man, talk about throwing away time. All right. Alright, get out of here, bird. I am a little bit low on rupees here. I'm actually kind of concerningly low. If the treasure box game doesn't give me the heart early and give me rupees, I could be in trouble. All right. Don't know why I dashed there on that short little distance to the door. I need to open all 3 of those treasure chests. Oof, that was close. All right, what's it gonna be? It's not gonna be a 1. It's not gonna be a 2, so I'm gonna lose time here. Not a 3. And it's 4, so that's about a 25-second time loss there. Well, you can still PB and maybe get this at 157, but it's going to be real close. Oops, I forgot to hit the button. Ugh. Sucks that he stopped there. Ah. It's another place where we use the pegs for invincibility. Oh, don't get over here. Thought I was going to get hit there. About 30 seconds behind or so. Somewhere between 20 and 30 seconds behind. That's a relatively good dungeon. But unfortunately, the next dungeon I'm almost certainly going to lose time on. Like, it's going to take something else for me not to lose time on this split. So I'm probably going to be about 30 seconds behind. Okay. Why didn't it charge? Oh, come on. Okay. Not perfectly good enough. God. Okay. We're getting there. Wait. All right, please be nice. Please be nice. kept the time loss on this split to a minimum. Gonna lose time, but it won't be too bad. Okay, after this I need to go get Bombos and then do the swamp. Or not the swamp, the marsh. I guess that's swamp. What do you want to call it? I lost 0.5 seconds. Don't forget the orb. 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 Still gotta hit the orb one time. Hit the orb once before you leave. There we go. Alright. jinx this. You know what's amazing right now? I have full hearts. Oh yeah, there it went. We're right on schedule. Well, should have kept my mouth shut. The game really took it out on me there. All right. That's the best I can do it with that method. See what my time looks like. I'll pick up some time here, I just don't know how much. Ice Palace is where it's going to be rough. A little bit off a gold split. Just a few tenths of a second off though, so if I hadn't taken that damage, that would have been a gold. Oh, that was bad. I don't remember them all firing off at the start like that before. That was odd. A little bit of a mess. I think I lost a lot of time there to slow down, probably. Uh-oh. Okay, I was afraid that was going to double trigger. That up. That's unfortunate. least I kind of made up for it with that conveyor belt rim. That was pretty good. For me, anyway. That was a little bit messy. Not ideal, but good enough. Oof. We're doing all right. think I'll probably lose a little bit of time here, but otherwise, doing all right. There's lots of time to be picked up on the last 3 splits. Okay, yeah, 3 seconds lost there isn't that bad. Now just pray the rocks are nicer than they were last time up the mountain. Oh, that sucks. Okay. Alright, half a heart's not a big deal. Okay, I made it. What am I doing? Why did I try to charge there? Hope I don't regret that. I really should be using the hammer to destroy those skulls. Alright. Oh, that's done. Whatever. Doesn't matter that much. Oh my god. Yeah. That was something. A little bit slow. Probably lose a little bit of time here. I'm not really sure. Oh, well, okay. If you say it's okay. I guess it's not the right way to go about that, but whatever, so. Right, up. Super bombs, arrows, sword, bottle. Don't forget the bottle. All right. Bottle. Okay, let's go. I just realized something. I don't have any bombs. Hope that isn't right. Hope that isn't a problem. I think I get bombs in this upcoming cave. I should have killed that stupid slug and gotten some bombs. Please give me bomb. Please give me bomb. Thank you. Okay. Please let me have a nice trip up the mountain. Please don't do anything crazy. At least I don't have to worry about sword beams that accidentally get me in trouble now. Oh. Good enough. Please don't screw me. Thank you. Oh, that's... well, whatever. I'll leave him that badly. Oh, could have been worse. I didn't think about that orb there when I did that spin attack. That was a mistake. At least I got bombs out of it though. Please, good luck. Come on, good pattern. No, very bad pattern. That sucks. Please kill him. A little slow. No idea what one time's gonna look like. Might lose a little bit of time. Okay, lost 3 seconds. That's not too bad. That's fortunate. Hopefully that continues. Ah! So that asshole always goes up in there. Jerk. How you like that? Alright, jerkwad, don't give me no bullshit. Took longer than I was hoping, but whatever. Okay, please, can we have a nice fight here? Please, can I have a nice fight? Alright. Oh, that's fine. Stop. Three. Second. Get. Give me two here. Ah. It wasn't even that great, but I'm still way ahead of last time. Nice. Got it all. Come on, stop. Thank you. Thank you. Stop. Ah, stop. I'm much happier with that. Oh. Oh, thank God. Oh man, it's crazy how bad the last PB was on that last section. $157.29. So if the treasure box game's a 1, that's a 156. And if a Ganem is a 1 or a 0, if a Ganem is a 0, that puts me like 156.30 or somewhere around there. And then Ganem only warped twice, which is on the good end, so that's another like 12 seconds there. So this could have been like a 156, like 15 or so with ideal RNG. And then if the shovel game, like if I get it a little bit earlier so I can get off stream without the dialogue box, like that's another 4 or 5 seconds there. So like I can get this down to like 155 something with the right run. I mean, I it's take like immaculate luck on the RNG end, but this was overall a pretty good run start to finish. I don't know why I'm still mashing the button like it matters. I just need to check at the end and make sure I didn't forget anything stupid. Like I guess if there was a dark spot, it was the Palace of Darkness. Like, losing 16 seconds there is a really unfortunate outcome. But, hey. Finally got 157 something. Alright, the treasure box game was a 4 there, so I was probably, because it was a 2 on the PB. Plus it was the second treasure box on this versus the first on the PB. Like this is, yeah, I lost about 26 seconds or so there, so that more or less accounts for all the time lost on Thieves Town. So like Thieves Town was kind of okay, like that. The time lost there is pretty much entirely the treasure box game. Swamp Palace and Skull Woods were both very close to gold splits. And Ice Palace, I mean, I lost a little bit of time there, but the previous time was just short of a gold split too. So that's like about 4 seconds off gold split. So that's not that bad. I let those pink puffs get out of the top left corner just a little bit. That cost me a couple seconds. And then I messed up the double kill on the 2 Stalfoses after you drop down the hole. That more or less accounts for the entire time difference there. If I get those things right, it might have even been a gold split. I don't know why Misery Mire was so good. Like, it's actually got me a little bit nervous, like I forgot to do something or something. But that was a gold split by like 6 seconds. And the boss fight wasn't even that great. I guess, I think it was like that first room. The one where you got to kill like all the little potos or whatever in the wizard robes. Like that went really well today. I think like probably almost the entire time pickup was just that room alone. Because I had all that trouble in the spike room with the treasure chest. Like that took me a good extra 3 or 4 seconds to just get the button pressed. Because all the skeletons came into the bottom right corner and just were getting in the way of the button. And Turtle Rock, losing 4 seconds or so there. That was probably mostly the trip up the mountain, and then I think actually like outside of like right out of Misery Mire, like I took a bad path up into the upper right corner to pick up that heart piece, the last heart piece in the swamp there. I think that's probably where most of that difference is. And then Ganon's Tower, like picking up 40 seconds there was pretty good. Like I don't know how far off of a gold split that was, but I mean, like I could have definitely done the boss fight better. Like I've finished that in 3 cycles before, and it took 6 this time because I didn't get a single double hit. Like in getting in 3 cycles, I could have saved another 20 seconds just right there. But the gauntlet went pretty well today. Outside of that one jackass who ran behind the spikes again. I was able to get him a little bit faster today. And the last fight, like, that was okay. Like, ideally, I would have gotten 2 hits on him on the first stun, but I only got 1, so I had to stun him 3 times. So that cost me a good 10 seconds or so. Like, there's still a decent amount of time to be picked up there. It's really the Ganon fight and Treasure Box game both kind of were meh. Is the Treasure Box game more than anything. Like if it was going to be 4, if it had given me enough rupees to where I didn't have to pick up that the rupees on the outside, it would have been like 157.15 or so. But yeah, I mean, with a little bit better RNG, this would be in the mid 156s. Like with Immaculate RNG, it'd have been close to like a 156 flat. I mean, I've got some of best segments down to 155 now, almost below 155. So like I can, with the right run, I can get this into like 155 something, potentially. But I'd have to have a really good run. I'd have a really good run and really good RNG. But this was potentially the best run I've had, like RNG aside. It was potentially the best run I've ever had. Because it really was like, really the only bad split was Palace of Darkness. With like the best RNG I've had on a run, plus a normal Palace of Darkness, like this might have been close to like 156 flat. But yeah, this run I'm much more sad. This is like, I knew I could do this, which is why I was kind of really unhappy with the last PB. I mean, even though it was like a 20-second PB, it's just like I knew it could have been at least this good. So, because I mean, if you take out the RNG, like versus the last PB, it's really just these last 2 sections. Like after Turtle Rock, like there's only Yeah, this is only like maybe 15 seconds better than last time. And most of that's Misery Mire. I mean, the big thing is like, I really didn't have any major mistakes on this. I mean, like I bonked a few times here and there, but like, I really like, this is maybe the first run I can remember where like, there's just like not a glaring huge mistake I made at any point. I mean, I guess the worst one was taking that damage in House of Darkness that forced me to have to pick up the heart. All right, let's validate the run. Okay, all the items, and then 4 bottles. Okay, so that's a good run. Yay. 157.29. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. I am pretty happy with that. So, especially since we didn't get to do it last time, it's time to see if my reflexes have gotten any better. Setsu no Mikiri. All right. Come on. We're going to beat DDD today. Feeling good. Oh, 13. Start out. That's nice. That's nice. I didn't even feel that fast there. Okay, 14. All right. Okay. Oh! Oh! Ah! Hold on a second, I gotta answer the phone. Yes. All right. I feel possibility today of making this happen. I feel like there's a chance. Like, this is going to sound silly maybe, but I think part of the reason I played better today than recently is because I've been drinking protein. Like, my diet, like, the last week or so, it's kind of been a little bit, not so balanced, and I think, my muscles were a little bit, like, to be blunt, like, the last few times I've done one of these length of pass runs, like, when I was mashing, like, my forearms felt really kind of sore and tired. And I think, like, probably, like, my muscles were just kind of worn out because I hadn't been getting enough protein for the last week or so. So. Like, I don't feel tired at all today. And it's not like I slept particularly long either. That just kind of caught me off guard there. What the? Oh. They really got me with a change up there. They really nailed me with a change up. Like all the previous ones, they've just been waiting so long, and I wasn't even ready when that one went off. Ugh. It sucks. See, I'm used to like it taking like that long, so it's been kind of longer today. But then that last DDD one was almost immediate. I just love how stupidly simple this game is, though. It's still fun. Damn it. Thought that was the one, maybe. Come on. Oh. It's amazing, like, how far away 1/100th of a second can feel. It's crazy how far that 1/100th of a second can feel. That's okay, we're gonna get it eventually. Just gotta keep working out my fingers more. Like, I'm way better at this than I was when I started doing this a few months ago. Like, back then, like, I was getting, like, 14s and 15s all the time. Like, maybe if I got lucky, I got a 13. I can get 13 pretty consistently now. They just gotta get 12s. I have gotten to 12 before, like, a couple of times. So, it's possible. I've got to work up to it. All right. That's enough of this. Got that PB today. That is the second most satisfying PB I've got. The first one was getting it under 2 hours the first time I got it under 2 hours. Because I got it like way under 2 hours. I went from like a 2 hours and 20 seconds down to like 158 something. And then that PB held for like a month. And then I beat it by 20 seconds last week. And then I was really disappointed with that run because it could have been so much better. And then, oh, this week we got it. This week we got it. So, yay. Seriously, I do appreciate everyone who comes in and watches and sportful comments and everything like that. And glad it went well today. Like, I'm glad I didn't choke this one away. Actually, kind of played well there at the end. So, I'm going to try to work this down to the 156 range. Because I think I can get there. And if I get it down to like 156 something, I'm going to have to probably do something to kind of just improve my overall level of play to get the times much better than that without just relying on the RNG being god tier for one run, which, oh man, there's no telling how long we could be waiting for that to happen. So, yeah, like to get the time much better, like I can cut another 30 seconds off of this just where I am right now through playing a little bit better and just the like moderately better RNG that I had today. Today's RNG was, the shovel game's a 1, but other than that, nothing really special. So that's part of the reason I'm really happy with this too, is like it's not that, like RNG didn't get me this time really. So, but try it again, maybe tomorrow. Like I'm not sure, like I'm kind of looking at, I'm on the fence right now about whether I want to play Grand Blue Fantasy Relink or Unicorn Overlord. And the only reason is because Grand Blue Fantasy Relink's got new stuff coming out in a couple of weeks. And if I start that now, I can maybe be ready when that comes out. But I also really want to play Unicorn Overlord. Boy, I bought that game and I haven't touched it, and I've been wanting to play it ever since I bought it and still haven't touched it. I don't know. I guess I'm treating it the same way I treat items in an RPG. I'm just waiting for the perfect time. And there's not really much point. So just go ahead and play it. And at some point I gotta play Metaphor too. Oh god, I gotta play that. I just know it's gonna take a long time to play it, that's all. I know I'm gonna enjoy it. I just know it's gonna take a long time. But like I've got a lot of games here that are really good that I just haven't gotten around to. So, but I'm going to continue to play this. Like one of the other games that I bought recently that I kind of want to play. I'm not sure like when or like what time is, I bought the Lunar series, remasters. Like I played those back when they came out on the PlayStation with the working designs, like the special editions and all the extra stuff they put on it. Who's the president of Working Designs? I think it was Victor Ireland was the president of Working Designs at the time, and I remember I was on like the Usenet forums, like videogame.cc, or I forget whatever the hell the name of the Usenet board was, and he'd post on there every now and then, like people yelling about how his localizations of that game used too much, current day stuff that 20 years from now nobody's going to understand. They also yelled at him too because like back then Working Designs was really strict on the internet about people that would make Rule 34 stuff with the characters. Like they'd put in copyright claims and take down notices for that stuff like all over the place. And so like I love the usual suspects with that, like really disliked the guy because of that too. I don't know whatever happened with him or Working Designs, honestly. They used to make really good special editions though. I bought a lot of them. But anyway, they didn't release a disc version in Japan. They only released a download version, which I was really disappointed with. That's rare. Like usually if there's a disc version but no download version, it was, or no, there was a download but no disc version. It's usually the US that did that, but this time it was kind of backwards, so I had to import it, which I usually don't do, but I had to make an exception in this case because there's no other way I was going to get it on disc otherwise. Like, I don't even know how much Japanese people like that series. I think people do. It's just like most people kind of forget it even exists. But they were really good games, like both of them. So like somewhere along the line, I kind of want to play those. It's been almost 30 years at this point since I played them. Like I played both of them when they came out, beat them, and never touched them again just because there's so much stuff to play back then. But that'll be somewhere in the pipeline too. And then I gotta play Stellar Blade still. At some point, honestly, I want to go through all the Resident Evil games since RE2 Remake came out. There's a lot for me to play if I want to. And then there's new stuff coming out here and there, but I'll figure that out. But either way, thanks again, everyone. I'm not going to make 8 o'clock. Like, that's 6 minutes from now. I don't think it did. But about 15 minutes from now, I'm going to be playing Adventure of Elliot again, and I'm going to do a New Game Plus run on normal difficulty. And I'm going to see if I can actually finish it today, because the speedrun for that game is, like, the one that came out like a week ago was 1 hour and 20 minutes. And considering, like, I beat the boss gauntlet, like, I could finish most of the bosses in the boss gauntlet in like a minute or less. Yeah, like I'm pretty sure I can clear it today, as long as I don't get like caught on something where it's like I'm missing something and don't know where it is. I don't think that's going to be an issue though. But that's what I'm going to be doing from 8 o'clock, because I kind of want to see what the game's like on normal after having played it on very hard and suffered through the insane damage that the enemies do on that. But normal, like, oh, I better not die. That'd be embarrassing. But that's what I'm going to be doing in about 15 minutes. So if you're interested, by all means. It's funny with that game. Like, the initial reviews on that were pretty not great. And then the rating has slowly been going up on Steam. And I guess the people that are more casual players, like, are kind of a little bit slower with it and probably playing it on like normal and things like that, have a lot better opinion of it than somebody like me does, which is fine. Like, because I think at the end of the day, Square Enix didn't really make this so much for the hardcore fans. Like, I think they were trying to make a title that they felt like more people could play, while also getting in people like me. And I think that's kind of what they ended up with. Only, like, the game could be a lot better than it is. Like, bluntly, it could be a lot better than it is, but I guess for people who aren't really familiar with this type of game and don't really get hung up on weird stuff, like, like plot holes and stuff like that with stories, like, yeah, I guess you could probably enjoy it. So, but that seems to be the way it's kind of going. So it's going to end up being like, for the average person, like somewhere between a 7 and an 8. I'm probably a little bit more in like the 6-7 range on how I view the game, but I think if the budget's there and the will is there, I think it's perfectly acceptable for them to try to make another one. I mean, everything else is in place. It's just a matter of putting a story together, level design, and then releasing it. And they had, I think there's a lot of guys that weren't really used to making a game like that, so I figure a second release will probably be much better than a first, but they need to put a lot more thought in what they're doing second time around. Like, it can't just be a spit it out kind of game, otherwise the series will die with the second one. But anyway, that's what I'm going to be doing, so if you're interested, be back in a little bit, but otherwise, hope to see you tomorrow or sometime soon. Thanks again for watching. Thanks for sticking with me until I got this PB. Hopefully we can get another one in a reasonable time. Hope we can get this down to 156 something in a pretty reasonable time. All right. Have a good day, everyone. Like, subscribe, follow. Take it easy.